So this is an official declaration of war, and I'm not sure how countries tend to do it in general, but I figured this is probably how you would do it if you were operating in the YouTube space. So I have a little visual aid here to help me out. Oops, you shouldn't see that. I'll block that out so it saves the surprise. So yeah, I'm declaring war. The reason I'm declaring war is I had a conversation with G Gracie about this over the winter break, and it's been 14 months since I last posted, and I really enjoy making videos. And it's something I haven't done since moving into a new place, and something I'd like to actually get back into. And so why declare war and why not just like make videos? I think it'll help me a lot with motivation, which I'm in like need of in general for this kind of thing. And to do that, that motivation, it's helpful to have an enemy. I mean, Jordan did this. He would like make up stories about some guy hating him, even if it wasn't true, or some guy like degrading his name or saying he's not good at basketball. So yeah, I'm inventing an enemy for myself. I'm more like Robin in this picture, and so I'm declaring more on Matt Perello. He's a YouTube channel guy out of New York City, and I might order The Art of War. I'm definitely gonna watch Full Metal Jacket to get in the mood, and I'm gonna plan to race him to 1,000 subscribers. Who is he? He's a YouTuber, like I said, out of New York, who makes high quality videos. Typically, a lot of it's building stuff, which, when you think about it, in New York is kind of crazy. There's not much access to it. As someone who also lives in New York City, and he also once commented on a video of mine on my bowling shoes video, where he said he quoted "When we're not out on the pine, or when we're on the pine, we're out to eat," which is a Kyle Troop quote. I'll paste it in here. It was then, as I looked down and laced up my bowling shoes, that I did remember one piece of advice.
Lane, because we're friends, but we know whenever we have our bowling shoes on, we're out to eat.
There, I realized that the bowling alley is no place for friendship. When we're on the pine, we're out to eat. The current standings, Matt is at 434. I'm at 81. The strategy, it revolves around like how I think Matt makes videos, which is high quality. There's a lot involved with like placing the camera. He's got like good production. His videos look nice. And so my opinion is like he's not going to be able to output a high amount of videos because it's just going to take him a while to make stuff, which is like good. And so if he's going to beat me, he's going to have to make a video that does well enough to push him over the 1,000 subscriber mark. And so my approach is different, right? So I'm going to beat him through output. I'll get to that arrow later. It's going to be carried by talking and editing fundamentals. So these are like good ideas in the talking, interesting ideas, things I find interesting that I wish folks would make videos about in general. And then editing wise, it's going to be like bounce pass, jump shot. It's not going to be any alley-oops. It's not going to be any between the legs, none of that. No-look passes. Everything's going to be bounce pass, jump shot, chest pass, that kind of thing. Playing good defense, communicating on defense. And most of the planning is in the writing, so whereas I assume Matt has to plan out his builds, he has to have the idea, and then he has to do like a lot of camera work. Me, I just like have to have the idea, and then I can create a visual aid, like a Keynote or a Notion page, or whatever. I could probably just do it in like a browser as well if I needed to. And like I said, I'm gonna be making outputs of things I'm already interested in, which I've done before in general on the channel, and I wish other folks would talk about more. Um, so my video philosophy is like talking headish, stealing from like these three channels. It's a little bit like EWTN if it was focused on the things I cared about. So, oops, sorry. So we have Kyla, Sky, and the Gifted Hater. Um, and the thing I like about all three of these is it's really focused. It's not clickbaity. It seems like their thesis is that you can talk about interesting stuff and people will listen, which I like. They don't hide behind their editing. They have high integrity in like their ideas and what they tend to make videos about. And it's mostly unpolished. And like I said, with the fundamentals in editing, it's mostly bounce pass, jump shot. For all of them, I think like Gifted Hater maybe gets a little intense in his editing, but he's just like a great talker, very EWTN. And the one thing I wish like about all three of these. And one thing I'm gonna like avoid like the plague is getting outside of a focus. Like I wish they got outside of their focus more. I don't know. I think it'd be potentially more interesting, but I don't know if any of them are trying to make a living on this. I mean, I'm not gonna be. But yeah. So, anyways, the videos themselves. There will be a new video in the new year. Somebody's laying on the horn. The videos themselves are gonna be like, I assume all over the board. It's just stuff I'm interested in, and I would appreciate. I don't know when I'll upload. All my uploads will be within, let's just say 10 days of the last video I uploaded. Otherwise, I'll delete my channel. Hashtag #AutoNelson1000. I'd appreciate it if you text that to all your family members and friends. Yeah, and isn't this kind of a fun background? Yeah, that's it. New video in the new year.
Baker Mayfield, get the fuck out of there! Throw a decent fucking pass.